Forgot my headphones. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I'm playing Star Trek Online. I'm keeping online late because the cooler went out in our house and it made it very hot in here. And I did not dare to run my computer, even an old game like this that probably doesn't use a whole lot of GPU or CPU. Dare run it with the house that hot. So, to mention, it would have been painful to be that hot. I got my Dr. Pepper. Where like the lid disappears. Huh. Alright, yeah, the sound is working. Press A on any controller that you want to use that's hooked up to your console. Can't go to the neighbor's house. Press A. Probably doesn't have one. And it wouldn't work because it's not connected to my console. Well, ice cream. It's still rather warm in here. And putting the ice cream wheel. Yeah. So we got to 62, it's like, on our Vanguard carrier Young Atar. Honored first from Adar. It's like no music is there. Off again. They just make the audio so it's not stupid. Playing times when you need to hear other things. All right, so right now, oh, they do have it. So beams, engineering, and shields, basically. It looks like what we want to do. Oops. Beams, engineering, shields. That's it. All right, we'll start with beams. Tina Kate Mandel. Can't start it because I don't have any stuff, but crap. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna have to start collecting stuff a lot more than I have been. But I do. All right, we can do this. We can do, yeah, we can do the first one. 10-0-10. Done. best as far as fixed. So we want 70, 70, 115. I'm gonna take like 3 of these ships. And Republic for duty 1. 10, 10, 10. Oops. Oh. Again, Ferengi. Do a lot of engineering. So let's get. Oh, I don't have any pass tokens, so I can't skip. Oh. All right. Well, let's see if we could do this one. Why do you let me do it? I don't have enough slots. Yeah. Of all the people, I just don't have. Oh, I don't have enough energy credits even. All right. Well, let us see. Camera recruit now. Didn't we these things yet? Oh, we did. Large experience bonus pool and 1 recruitment tech upgrade. Great, but that's not what I need. Oh, we get these. We get energy credits to lithium or expertise in a 50 mark choice box. Claim and claim. Get both of those. Go to inventory. Use. Now we have some energy credits. We have dilithium ore. This one. Yeah. The reroll token. Of what I was going to do. Something I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it because. Oh. Yeah, this one I need materials, so that's not going to help. Okay. Yep, something. Oh yeah, that one. Money. Okay. In that one. Okay. That one. And I-10. Struck that. Huh? Oh. So I tend to just do one daily. So we're going to do the most. That one's 1K XP development. Figure out what species. Colonial. Oh, there we go. Do that. Colonists. Um, great. All right. Syndicate. Detachment to Dominion. I am Dominion. Well, let's just kill more of my shit. Delegation to the Dominion. Yeah. Let's get a Polaron turret. Something I have bonuses for. All right. Then now let's look at our inventory. We're at flip that. Assets. We now have 1,768 refined at type. 46,000. 91,000 energy credits. Okay, that's good. Excuse me. Dual cannons, 45-degree arc. No, I don't like that. Oh, 90-degree. These shield things. Okay. Templar is a set. So I start out with a set. Templar space set. It's set. Oops. Alright, let's see if there's any science tool. No. We'll run on damage. Let's see how we are on mastery. We're still not even close. I think it's only one of these guys highlighted. No, two of them are. Him and him. These guys are dark. Probably because he's. Yeah, we need to change this stuff. Oh, what station was this? Tell us what station it is. Okay. Okay. Then I can put science guy in there. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, we got a stock. Yeah, I need to have more field polarity. Apply my own skills. Looks like what he has to do right. One there. This guy has to be engineer. Oh, but okay. This one needs to be science, I guess. Um, so my ship is is any of these stations special stations or are they just regular? They're just regular. Station points. Valid entity name. Well, yes. Okay. Um, that's how I switch them. I think we got everything set up. The missions.
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Herkarn is numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant. Councilor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
Right. Go to the Dosi system in the conflict.
Remember, victory is life.
We're not in the gamut. We're in Alpha Quadrant. Might be able to just nice work there. Begin the search. Let's begin the search.
You've arrived. Good. We need to stop the Herc before they attack the Dosi homeworld. The Alliance has sent ships to assist us, but we're the front line until they arrive. I hope you're ready to make a stand.
The Dosi are members of the...
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
As you say, Founder.
Honor the Founders. Destroy the Herc. Victory is life!
Right. Oh, is this a temporary thing? Are these 15 seconds? Okay. So it's on that one already. Yeah, no, I do. How that for it to work. So it's always in the middle one, and then these one of the ones, the other ones it has to be. Ooh. Up to my engines, of course, pretty strong. Good assembly, that's what we want. Work out. Oh, it's here. Uh-huh.
You fought well, and honored the Founders with your efforts. Take this opportunity to learn what you can about the Herc. As the Vorta are fond of saying, knowledge is power. Any tactical intel you gather here will be of use to all who stand against the enemy. Consider this your next test.
Victory is life. Yeah, the distance thing for picking up weight is stupid. Alright, so moving to scanning range. Okay.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of the white. This world is of no tactical or economic value to the Founders. I see little reason for the Herc to attack it, and yet, riddles may amuse the Vorta, but I prefer truth and action. Wait! I'm reading more Herc inbound!
Battle stations.
You're going for the station.
They're behind me.
What are they after? We should scan the station once we're done with these Herc.
Indeed.
The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here. Unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are. Are they?
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look. Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
Indeed.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Let's go.
Where did all these ships come from?
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's address Garrick's concerns, find out what Quark needs, and deal with it.
I live to serve Founder.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Direct to Dominion flagship is telling us. Something happened when I did that.
And here we are.
Far be it.
Your presence is not
Here we
required
go.
here. Explain yourself.
Apologies, Founder.
It's not our intent to cause trouble, Founder. We followed a distress signal from our good friend Quark, and we take the lives of our friends very seriously. I am curious about your presence here and the large number of Jem'Hadar vessels accompanying you. You see, Odo told us that his fleet was the only one left to defend the Dominion. That clearly isn't the case.
As are we. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
If they wish it.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hurk as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
If you don't mind, we would still like to enter Karemin space and assist our good friend in his hour of need. Surely, that would be acceptable, yes?
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemin space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
Yeah.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
Hmm. Yeah,
My
they're not
sensors are
funny.
showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemin hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Must be mistaken, Karen.
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
On the Ferengi life sign, he's surrounded by a Fort Karema, a large number of Herc.
Finally, I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Herc are closing in. Get me out of here. Now, or Odo's right wrong whiz will finally come down.
We need to get Quark out quickly before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down.
Alright, let's go down.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in. How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
Not convenient.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Herc. It seems we're in the right place.
One of our guys went down. Gonna raise him up? Yep.
My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Kareman security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Kareman life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Okay. Try this. Okay.
Am I glad to see you?
I don't know,
Thought
are
for
you?
sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Karemin Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
What do I look like?
That'd be Quark, then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Okay.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, man. Barduge is down. Okay.
That was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, well, Kremen military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
The Africa don't know what we are, but if you look at us, you'll see. Couldn't resist the call of Petrocell White.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
The other guy said, sort of. Said, rescue more people, and I'll promise they'll be able to open the door for you.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Okay. So, this way. Oh, hello. Not here to hurt you or anyone. Unless you hurt us or try to. Why can't I target these guys, man? I keep targeting my own stuff. Hey. That's one of the things I needed for this. Things. Projects. Yes, that is one of the things I needed. Yay, got one going. Engineering. Engineering needs magnesite. Yields. Needs. Hydrogen gas. If I can do one of the other ones. Like plants. Oh, that also uses hydrogen gas. Does this path paint the Jem'Hadar as misunderstood people? No, it paints the Jem'Hadar as manipulated and controlled people. Also, I finally got an Xbox controller add-on that allows me to physically mute until I wish to be heard. Oh, kind of cool. Let's try projectiles. Argonium gas. Ground weapons. Hey, there we go. We can do that one. Oh, no, we can't. Unfortunately. But yeah, we don't have the people. Alright, fine. Boom, boom, boom. Back, yeah, aggressor. Maramat.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I
Mm-hmm.
don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here?
No.
It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Excuse me?
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're
I'm Jem'Hadar, so no. We don't have humor.
So what brings you down here?
We're looking for a Ferengi named Quark.
Oh, Quark. Yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Alright, might as well help everyone else. I always hear players, kids screaming, and yeah, I hate open mics too. That either you find out the guy that's you're playing with is like 12 years old, or it's some.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Like, Dad. Right. Yeah.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky.
Yeah.
Not the kind of people I want to cross.
No.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Yeah, sounds like Pork is having a little tizzy fit.
Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Let's go. And he's not my pal. It's just an annoying little. Yeah. Yeah, icons do.
Too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemin tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
How to deal with a Ferengi, apparently. Yeah, not really valuable to anybody except us. And only partially.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well-deserved.
Mm-hmm.
And as for you,
'Cause I'm awesome.
Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is that you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Calm down, Quark. You're safe now. Sort of.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
In what way?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
Well, I'm here, and I'm Dominion, so... yeah. You need to set the pattern enhancers? Yeah. Do that then. Oops, wrong button. That's funny. I hit the X button instead of the A button, so it shot off the... oh, I'm gonna do every single one of them.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
And now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Tread carefully. It is not wise to challenge the founder.
So I have come to understand. That being said, I have a great deal of respect for the Ambassador. In the event that I cause offense, I trust you'll defend his honor in an appropriate fashion. Shall we proceed?
Not yet. I saw something glowing over here.
It would appear that the Herc burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Herc actually ate their way through the ground.
Shit. Yep, no more stuff.
And now that we're past that excellent, I'll make all the... so I have come to understand...
Email. I hate the way they do that, where you have to repeat the conversation again. Kind of dumb.
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Who's gonna do that? I played this before, so.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Huh. Okay, let's talk with them first.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Excuse me.
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Hello?
Serve the founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the founders haven't.
Hey!
I know you work directly for a founder, but you should remember your place. It's very impolite to eavesdrop and interrupt a private conversation between your superiors. Perhaps you need a reminder of who provides your Catracel whites.
Apology. The dorks.
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This is unexpected. The Founders have put useful allies at risk here. While the Karimin should be punished for their rebellion, they should also be given a chance to atone and return to the Dominion. It is not our place to question the will of the Founders.
Okay.
But a good soldier strives to know what he can do about the battlefield and the challenges it may present. Remain vigilant and keep me appraised. Victory is life.
What are you thinking, Elder?
Our gods keep their own counsel in the end. It is not our place to question them. And yet, we follow them because they have given us life. We pledge that life to them and earn it through our victories. But if a god's creations are valueless, why create them? And if they have value, why destroy them? Can a god be unworthy of worship?
I trust Garrick as much as I trust Quark. I don't think Garrick ever lies. He might leave things out or say things in such a way that makes you think something else temporary. But he never lies, but like straight out. Alright, Dr. Odo.
I trust you understand the need for security here. What you've heard today is not to be discussed with anyone else, understood? No one,
Okay.
not even another founder.
As you command. Yep. Let's go back to the ship. Not even with another founder.
We have heard much today. The wisdom of the gods is not always evident to soldiers like ourselves, but I trust Founder Odo. I believe we should continue to serve him. He seeks to save the Dominion from the Herc, and he may well be our best hope in doing that. Speak of what you have learned today with no one, especially Weyoun. I do not believe his intentions are always in the Dominion's best interests. Return to your duties. I will contact you when Founder Odo is ready to move forward with his plan.
Alright. I'll take the from the creator.
Congratulations on
Victory
your
is
first.
life.
It's the next one. In the...
Founder Odo has something of interest in the Masan system. Something the other founders want no one to know about. Even one of their own. It is unsettling. The Founder and I will travel to the Masan system on your vessel. The Cardassians and Starfleet are sending ships to assist us as well. Be advised, after Karima, relations with these allies are somewhat strained. If things become volatile, friends could quickly become foes on this mission. Victory
Alrighty.
is life.
Okay.
Remember, victory is life.
Say that. Alright, so... Wait, no. This one. To repeat. Travel. F4. Who knows? In this sector. Maybe not. Oh, no. It's not the same sector. Same quadrant, though. Due to repeat. I have no interest in that Ryzen ship. Or the, well, the Transcendent Turbo might be fun. Because turtles can give you bonuses at them. But the carousel pet, eh.
Only a few founders know about this station here. It's very old and very well concealed. From what I can tell, the Dominion studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
And what of the Dominion ships guarding the station?
They shouldn't be a problem. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. I'll deal with whoever's in charge on those ships.
As you wish.
So far so good. They're not targeting us.
Well, that's because there's a founder on board.
You do not have authorization to enter this system first. This is unacceptable. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your disobedience expires.
Founder Odo wishes to speak.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system.
Yeah, he does.
It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess.
Yeah, he does, because you said
Now
he can
then,
go.
I suggest you leave immediately.
Said he could. He has the authority to do whatever it takes to end the Herc threat. And that pursuit has led us here. So.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
Impressive. An ancient research facility, and with a very important guardian as well. It appears coming in under cloak was a sound tactical decision, though we were expecting to catch any Herc off guard, not the leader of the Dominion.
Timing of your arrival is acceptable.
High praise indeed. This station must be of significant value to your rulers. The Founder was willing to fire on one of her own to protect its secrets. I'm looking forward to discovering what's inside. Impressive.
Since when does the...
She doesn't.
Oops.
Let's find out what she's hot.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Okay.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
Say so.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
I'm sure it's going to get plenty complicated more.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Okay. Put a turret right here. Because I have a sneaking suspicion.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Yeah, I'm thinking of another mission. So I didn't make it. Oh, yeah. Okay. No. No.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Okay.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
Interesting.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Yeah.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrowers further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Find more data. The feeling that we're not gonna fighting. Yeah.
Research report, Dominion date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrowers have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation.
Funny how she pronounces that. She says borrowers instead of burrowers.
While dormant, a smaller cervital race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Research report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
So proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Find out. You're here.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
Tactic before.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Indeed. Paranoid, I think.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Fakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
Okay.
Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71, Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mular. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kronos. One can only hope.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them.
Clearly says Molor to me.
Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
I think we're all concerned.
Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider. They defied their gods and rejected the White. They were strong, but not strong enough. I can't help but wonder, could the Jem'Hadar succeed where the Fakiri failed? Do we have the strength of body and mind to stand apart from the gods? An interesting question.
Yes,
for a later time.
Can.
For now, there is only duty to the Founders.
We just have to figure out how to make our own way.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the Burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The Burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
They've steered the herd into other quadrants.
Yes. They knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Okay. Now I remember. So, they go storage facility for subjects.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
What are your concerns?
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
Keep an eye on him after we regroup. Uh-oh. Yep, Fakiri.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri. It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us. Worf and Martok need to see this.
Alright, so we're going. Through.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
Keep moving. Keep putting down turrets,
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Oh, there we go. This is where I need to put down.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
Okay. Hello.
By the prophets.
Enemy targets on sensors.
More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Kill everything? My exit plan.
Odo to Kira, we're on our way to assist you.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Maurice, are you...
Hello.
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Roctagino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Oh, great. I missed him. It takes too long to cast that thing. There we go.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Head back up then. I have a feeling we're going to encounter more. He did say, let's head back up. I don't think he meant up this way. Anomaly. He didn't mean up, literally, like up the stairs. Okay.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
That way. Singing Herc.
Wonder what they want in here.
Oh, hello. There's Herc. What happens if we do that?
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
A strong pistol.
Are you insane?
Yep, he is.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
No.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Okay. Seeing little dots swarming around. Guessing that's We just run out, can we? Don't fight each other.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Yep. Cool.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
Not new, old, they're Fakiri.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish intact.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. Beginning to see why.
Okay then.
Reading a massive Herc fleet dropping out of warp.
Right away.
Just as the Fakiri are warping them.
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of Valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
Indeed. Excuse me, I'm reading another message.
That was a strange revelation. We've learned we weren't the first soldiers of the Founders, but the first that did not fail. And some of their other attempts remain insane and wild, like rabid animals. I have seen what happens to Jem'Hadar without Ketracel White. How far are we from becoming like the Fakiri? How far are we from madness? And who will follow us when we fall from grace?
That will not happen.
Perhaps. There is a saying, it is the hope of all parents that their children will surpass them. As children of the Founders, we can never aspire to be gods. But perhaps someday we can be more than our creators imagined. More than just warriors.
Perhaps it will be so.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage, for now, I don't think we'll hold
You
it
are
for
wasting
long
time.
once we
should
start
leave.
blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
You are wasting time. We should leave.
I'm leaving. Here we go. We left. Okay.
Our findings today are disturbing. The Fakiri. They were our predecessors. Somehow they rebelled against the Founders and freed themselves from the White, though it seems to have driven them mad in the process. Something was happening with that strange Herc as well. It may have been trying to communicate. Perhaps it wanted to surrender. We'll never know. The Vorta made sure of that. Typical. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget the act of defiance from the Alliance here today. You and I both know their retribution can be sudden and severe. Be on guard. Our uneasy peace with the Alliance could collapse all too soon.
Congratulations, Honored First.
Okay. Parks Lucky 7. Park and a handpicked team of Ferengi attempt to recover a valuable package, depths of Iconium 5 kit.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an...
I'm going to leave that. I'm falling asleep. So even though I started late, I'm going to have to end late. This is a 1 hour thing. When I wake up, I'm going to take a nap. When I wake up from my nap, I might play again. If I wake up soon enough. So I may or may not tonight. So until then, remember,